Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast. Is this actually working? I hope it does. So, how are you, all of you here in the Twitch chat room on that Monday afternoon, evening? Can be many things. So, as Grandmaster Jamulinski likes to say, what does he say? Happy time of day to you, my chess friends, or something like that. Okay, yeah, right here in Germany we have 10 in the evening, so it's getting dark here. Okay, give me a short confirmation, please, in the chat that I'm live. I really like to do that to make sure about that before I'm actually starting with the game. So, yeah, hello, good evening. I hope I am live. Give me a quick confirmation. I had this more than once that I started games and it wasn't really... You're live in great sound. Okay, cool. So let's get going there. I'm starting with 5-minute chess, yeah? Get started with a 5-minute game. Oh, someone from Northern Canada, huh? That would be like... Oh, afternoon again, huh? So, yeah, I hope people have good weather. We have really good weather at the moment in Germany. If someone requests 3-minute madness, I can try. I did this 3-minute madness videos recently. Were quite popular. Playing in the 3-minute pool and yeah, really throwing caution to the winds. Yeah, I don't get a game here. 3 and 5 minute. I'm trying. That's not good. Give me games. Just give me games. Huh. That's kind of slow going here. Oh, playing Lars Stark. That's a German IM and a guy I know, of course. It's he's living just a few miles away from me, so I'm going for King's Indian stuff. I don't really know what he's playing, what line, but the guy is playing this. Yeah, he's a very solid positional player, so this is no big surprise. Yeah, Rook E8 is not really like a mad move, but after this here you cannot do something brilliant. There's a question: what tactics book would you recommend for 1800 player? It's not so easy to say, actually. There are some very good books for higher rated players. There's something by Argard. Definitely. This excelling at chess calculation, and there's also a book, but I cannot really where is it? Here, chess tactics from scratch. I got that in the mail like 2 or 3 days ago. It was recommended to me, but I have not yet looked at it. It has gotten good reviews, let's say, but nothing that I can confirm yet. So I just don't want to parrot other guys' opinions. I want to have an opinion myself. So I cannot really give you one because I did not yet study the book. Interesting. Why there? I mean, I understand the bishop pair, but anyway, then the bishop is not so useful there on e6. Okay, let's kick him. It's a 3-minute game, so have to be relatively quick. I don't think the bishop pair is of that importance here. I'm glad that I have 3 pieces. Ah, yeah, okay, that's this idea. Wants to get the bishop to c4. But anyway, knight is good on d4. Yeah, someone says, I got the time right today. Yeah, on Mondays, this time is pretty regular feature now. I mean, it's relatively consistent, but I sometimes have those other events like simultaneous displays and so on. Okay, so quality chess is doing e4, e5 with black, including the Breyer. Yeah, that's not a bad idea for a repertoire, of course. Let's do here. If I take here and knight c2, we can take on f7. That's a neat little trick. So maybe this move here. Yeah, white is a bit better here, maybe with the bishop pair, but it's not. It's not a lot, not very important. Let's say. Disadvantage. What is this here? I want knight h5 to f4 would be cool. I have to check that book, of course. This e4, e5, Breyer, whatever. It's kind of my bread and butter openings. But who's doing that book? If you, I don't know, can you tell me who's writing that book? There was a rumor that Avruk wanted to do this, but I don't know if this really happens. They had e4, e5 by Michael Marin, but this is somewhat outdated, of course. It's a few years old. Okay, so we got an end game here where I'm somewhat worse, but I hope it's not the end of the world. It should be still okay. So yeah. How do I continue this? If he goes rook here, I go rook d7. So maybe king up to e7 and then knight to e6. Yeah, maybe this. So I have knight e6. Oh, I'm down on the clock. This is important. I really have to make sure that I understand that this is 3-minute chess. It's really a different animal to 5-minute. Answering the question while playing 3-minute, answering questions while playing 3-minute chess is notoriously difficult. Okay, it's not that convenient here, the whole thing. Stupid stuff. But okay, it might still be the time is actually also a big issue. Yeah, and it is lost, but I have 10 seconds. This is even the more pressing business. Is that a win actually? I don't know. It could be a draw, but okay, we'll win on time. It doesn't matter. So let's go. Okay, I mean, I like the odd 3-minute game, but it's difficult to combine the commentary, the questions, and the whole thing. It's a little bit much. Is fundamental chess openings outdated? I don't know. It's a good overview, and it's not so much about concrete lines. That book. It's a good overview. I cannot tell you what is a good book for 1600 tactics. It's really. So again, I'm going for the King's Indian. Can we get some Dutch Stonewall? Yep, I could do that. But okay, let's see what we get here in the King's Indian first. Playing the bayonet here with black. Playing with a5. I really don't. I'm not a huge expert there. But I recently saw an interesting idea. There's a question, how many Blitz games do you usually play daily? Yeah, it's very easy to say on average. This would be 3, because I release 3 games a day on my channel. But I'm not playing exactly 3 games a day, because I usually play sessions. And yeah, like a couple of hours in a row, and go from there. And therefore it's difficult to say. It's not like a daily routine to play some Blitz games. Okay, bishop f8. I know it looks funky, but my idea is to play c5 if he allows me to do that. So, aha, interesting. Over to there. I still wonder if I can play c5. Takes, knight takes, bishop d6. It's probably playable, but I don't know how good it is. I also have knight h5. Let's do that. I mean, knight f4. The queen is not really great on d3, so I can still get this idea in. And f5, is this stupid or not? He has knight to g5. That's definitely true. Bishop h3, maybe. I wonder. Yeah, f5, knight g5 looks a bit weird. But anyway, it's still interesting. Knight f6. I mean, knight on b5 is kind of offside. Interesting. Is the Bern variation in the French defense okay? Yep, it is very much okay. Just as the Rubinstein variation, there's nothing great for white there. The Bern variation is actually a bit better compared to the Rubinstein. And the Rubinstein is very okay. So let's see. Can I get in bishop h6? Let's activate that bishop. There's a question. What do I think about chess players switching their federations, yeah, switching their nationalities? Yeah, what do I think? It's not so easy to say. I do understand the idea. I mean, in many cases it's a good financial decision, I guess, to just switch. But I wonder if the overall practice is helpful for chess. I mean, it's possible, yeah. At all. That's something that is not clear to me if this is a good idea. But I understand the players. There are financial reasons, they have to make a living. So I guess that well, playing for the US probably plays better than playing for Italy. In one case. So what is this? I cannot take here on a5, so I probably have to move rook b8. It's kind of not great. I really have to get something going here. It looks tricky. It looks tricky. Yeah, it's not so clear what happens with in Neidich's case, because he has already said that this is not clear that he is actually switching federations. And it's also not clear at all to what he will switch. There were rumors about Azerbaijan, but it wasn't confirmed. That bloody c7 pawn. Not good at all. Where rook b7 looks terrible. It really looks terrible. They can still take then. Okay, I need some counterplay here. I need some counterplay. Maybe here for bishop e3 or something. It's probably just not good at all, but anyway, what can you do? He can take c7, but not so easily. So he had to play this move. That's interesting, at least. Can I somehow get some play here. Rook f8 maybe. Bishop c7. Anyway, let's do that. I can take then and maybe invade somehow. Okay, let's take. Queen takes bishop e3 is at least interesting. And knight takes. I wonder, can I do something here? Queen f8 and something. Queen f8, bishop takes, bishop h3, or this kind of thing. It's losing, but anyway, I have to play. What went wrong in this game? It's not quite clear to me. Oops, why is he doing that? Because I'm not threatening anything, is that the reason? Okay, this is the only thing that might give me some idea, but there's still no mate or something coming. My rook is not playing at all. There's simply nothing happening here. He won't allow just rook f8. Okay. That was bad. Any kind of trick that I have? Not really, yeah. This for rook f7. But he can check me rook a7 or something. It's so easy, and I only have 6 seconds. Oops. Yeah, there's still no threat. That's the real issue. There's still no threat. Can I get in some kind of idea? And now I'm blundering into the. He's not seeing it even. Anyway, this is lost here. Come on, let's resign that game. Okay, let's look at some questions there. So there I come. I want to get to some questions and then try to do a little bit, concentrate a little bit more on the games. Okay, there are a couple of questions. Do you think that people are born with a set limit on how good they can get at chess? To put it another way, if you quit your job and devoted yourself to chess 24/7, could an IM like you become world class? No, I don't think so. I mean, an IM like me, I mean, I certainly couldn't. Maybe others have more potential, but it's difficult to do. I think there's a set limit, but it's not quite clear what that limit is. I don't think it is that low. I think maybe like 1900 or 2000. It's difficult. Everybody can improve, I think. Okay, if you play the English as white and the French was e4, is there a not natural opening versus d4? The guy says he plays the Dutch, but it feels of a different style. Difficult. It seems that you'd like closed positions, so the Dutch stonewall is maybe not a bad idea. The Queen's Gambit decline is also quite natural. Okay, so what do we have? Some others. What approach would you recommend to teach children better chess once they know the moves? There are many ideas that you can do. I don't personally, my own experience, I am a chess teacher, but I usually teach adults or somewhat, let's say, or kids that already have a certain level of play. important is that that they really have fun, yeah, while doing the things. So just going for, yeah, like tough work with little kids doesn't help. They should have fun. Who's the highest rated player that you have faced in a tournament? Yeah, I'm getting a new game now. The highest rated player that I have faced in a tournament. I don't think I played a 2700 rated player while they were at 2700. I played people who had that kind of level at one point, but not when I was playing them. I played like a couple of years ago, played a very strong Ukrainian GM, Krivorushku. He's like 2690 or something. Made a draw, that was very nice. And I played many people who had very high ratings at some other point in their career. Mika Gurovic, for example, or Jeroen Piquet, the Dutch top GM. He's retired nowadays. Okay, so M. Weston. Let's play a game here, and I want to look at this game a little bit. I want to get a win in. Yeah, the first games weren't really successful, and I don't like to lose that much. So maybe I can get a game in here where I'm concentrating a little bit more on the moves, and then I'm going to do a couple of more questions. There's the question about this tournament I'm playing in Poland, in Wrocław. Is it easy to get in and be a spectator? I don't think so. For open tournaments, anybody can watch. It's no problem whatsoever. So, and it should be free for everyone to. I mean, everybody can participate. You have to pay an entry fee, of course, but it's no limit in any other way. Okay, I have to admit that I forgot this line. I looked at this only recently. Bishop f4 or not? Bishop f4, bishop d7. I really forgot it. Nah, that's not good. This guy seems to know this whole thing. Is it rook e1? Or queen e2? I really have forgotten the opening here. It's been a while since I looked at that. Yeah, I have a bad structure, but good active pieces. One idea is to play sometimes just c5. Yeah, like here, for example. I really have to do this. c5. Bishop takes bishop g5. Queen takes knight d3. This leads to an interesting position. Yeah, let's do this. I'm getting some good compensation here, I think, for my material. I can take on g5, actually. This is a good alternative, huh? Why not? And now bishop h6 looks good. I just wonder if I have something better. I could play knight e5 again. Why not? This is a good square. And maybe like rook d1, d4, h4, this kind of thing. Makes it difficult also for him to develop, so that looks like a good move. Yep, so bishop here. Or not. Yeah, why not? Queen g4 is a pretty good move, or a pretty good idea. He's got bishop f6 though coming. Okay, so maybe rook here, still for rook d4. If he goes bishop f6, I can go f4 or knight g4. Knight g4 is also interesting. Huh, okay. Any other questions? Yep, I'm going to answer them later, or try to. So here he went f5. Wow, that looks like a very weakening move. Back to f4 would threaten a couple of nice discoveries. Might be a good idea. I can also switch my attention to other things here, like the e6 pawn. Important is I shouldn't get into huge time pressure. Let's be quick then and ask him about this. Okay, I thought knight d7 is good. Let's do that. Come on, not think. Okay, he can actually move the rook. He can actually just move the rook. That's true. Bishop e5. Still pretty good. But I don't know if it is so convincing. Anyway, I have to play. I'm spending too long here. My timing is a bit off. I'm not... I haven't played any blitz games that's the last couple of days, so a bit rusty here. So here I can take on g7 if I want. And then e6, but is it doing that much? Not clear. Or take here maybe. This is probably okay. Getting rook g7 still in and just keeping the tension there. I have h4, h5, h6 as an idea, and I think I'm going to play that next. Okay, so he allows me to win a pawn. Yeah, I think I'm doing that. I'm not sure. It's not clear if it's the best continuation, but it looks pretty good. I win 2 pawns actually, like this and f5. Okay, he resigned. Huh? It's a bit too much. I also win the f5 pawn. Okay, so let's look at question. Would you have a suggestion for a 2200 player who had a slump in improvement due to excessive blundering coming from playing online blitz? Is there a solution to this vicious cycle and improve to FM level? You know, a good idea is to then stop with the online blitzing or just reduce it a little bit. Yeah, keep it to just a couple of games. And a good idea, if you want to improve from a certain level where you're stuck, is to really extensively, really invest time with analyzing your over-the-board tournament games. Yeah, take time to look at your games and analyze them yourself. Yeah, with your own head, not using an engine. And then if you got a coach, it's easier. But without the coach, even you can take your analysis and then compare it with the computer, and maybe you find a good training partner. It's also good. Yeah, and then try to go from your games and try to find things that are not right in your game. It's not so easy, yeah, but it's a good idea to do. There's a question: how does a 2400 player improve? They have already become familiar with most concepts, tactics, and mating patterns. So what now? Yeah, okay. 2400 is about my level. There are a couple of things, but it is it depends a lot on the player. Your weaknesses, yeah, your skill set, yeah, they are different for every player. And is a good idea to find your weaknesses and try to work on them. I really think that one should try to get rid of weaknesses, and a good idea is to adjust your opening repertoire to something that you actually play well, which is not so easy to find out. And in some cases, there are other things that you can do that are not really related to chess itself, improve the physical fitness and things like that. There's the question about a book, like a modern replacement of my system. I don't know if there's something like that. A very nice book on modern strategy is by John Watson, yeah, Secrets of Modern Chess Strategy, and I think there are 2 books, right? Watson has 2 or 3 books like that. They're pretty good. I have them on the shelf. Okay, I requested a new game. I probably didn't get... How sound is the bayonet attack at high level play in the King's Indian defense? Do you mean sound for white or for black? The bayonet is the main line, probably, of the King's Indian. And it's currently, I think, in a state where it's kind of switches between white being slightly better and black being equal. It's a close call, but it's more of an attitude thing. The King's Indian is of course a risky opening strategically, and the bayonet is a very good way to fight that. I think if you consider it for white, sure, go ahead. It's one of the best lines. A good idea, especially for people who want to play the classical King's Indian, but don't want to be attacked, yeah, like you get in some other lines. Do you think at some point chess 960 will surpass chess in popularity? I don't know. That's not easy to say. Chess Strategy in Action, someone gives the title. Yeah, that's true, by John Watson. That's a really good modern strategy book. Will chess 960 surpass? I don't know, actually. I think it will get more popular for sure. Will it surpass classical chess? I don't know. One problem with chess 960 is that some starting positions really suck. I mean, this is just no other way to call it. They just suck and are not fun to play at all. So I'm kind of undecided. I think it's a good idea, this 960, but I'm not sure that it leads to interesting chess all of the time, you know? You avoid theory, that's true, and it's a good thing, because the current state of chess is really somewhat strange at times, yeah? They really rely a lot on their opening prep and don't play that many moves over the board. I really understand the problem that people have with that, but some 960 positions are really, really stodgy, yeah. So I don't know. It's as I said, I'm kind of undecided there. Okay, I was intending to put the bishop on a5, but this really looks like an idiotic idea. Let's just go back to g3. I've given him this rook move for free, basically. Okay, I don't know. He wants to go e5. Okay, I'm going f4. That's a debatable move, but I want to prevent his e5. There's a question. Someone says that they watched some of my old Blitz videos, and how did I manage to quit smoking? Yeah, I don't really know. I'm really glad that I did, but I personally, I mean, it's difficult. I'm not the person to give health advice, but then I can only tell you what worked for me. I managed to quit smoking using this electric cigarettes. I switched from tobacco to electric, and I quit from electric completely at one point. With the electric one, I reduced the load of nicotine step by step, and at one point I hit 0 nicotine, and from then I just stopped. But it's not the strategy that it's not a miracle thing or whatever. For other people, maybe this is not working at all. For me, it worked, yeah, doing this, what someone called vaping. But it's not something that will work for everybody. Everybody has to find their own way of getting rid of smoking. Yeah, one way is to simply die. Yeah, at one point it will happen. Probably probably quicker with the smoke, but I don't know. Just try your best to quit. It's really helpful to do. In many ways, it's better for health, for your money, and for your chess as well. Yeah, why did I start? Not the most great, not the best decision ever. So I'm going to try to set up for a sacrifice on the queen side. This is the only way for something to happen in this position. And he's not really doing anything against it. Aha. Okay, come on, I'm taking there. I'm taking this and try to do something with the pawns. It's not entirely clear if this is correct, but it's a way to get something going. Okay, b5 for b6. His knights are not really great at the moment, so this is my hope. He might... Oh, this? Really? That's dangerous. Or is he sacrificing? He might sacrifice. b6 he might sacrifice. So I'm taking and going for b4. That's better anyway. If he plays king takes... I also have bishop b5 check, by the way. That's not a bad move, actually. Interesting. I also have b4. Or bishop b7. Bishop b7 is not doing much. b4 maybe. Wait, b4. At the end he has rook b8. Interesting. Also do this. I'm really undecided here. It's quite tricky. There's what is this? How do you think physical fitness helps in chess? Do you do anything for your fitness? Well, never did anything for my fitness, and I'm not very healthy in that regard. But I'm trying. I'm trying to do regular physical exercise now, but difficult. Yeah, there are not many smokers in the top 10. Grishuk is one of them, and I recently read that Kramnik actually started to smoke again, which is a pretty sure sign that he's not super ambitious anymore for becoming world champion, if you ask me. If you start to smoke again, you're basically telling you're basically telling that you're not that ambitious anymore. I made a terrible mistake here, actually. I was thinking bishop a6 is possible, but of course it isn't. And that makes it... c6 is very stupid in that regard. Okay. Okay, maybe this is still not that bad, but... No. Have to fight. Taking e6 is knight c7 coming. Okay, let's take this. That was really stupid. Really stupid. I thought I can play bishop a6, but of course I couldn't. And now he's getting this this knight into the game. It was such a nice position. I really had a big advantage there, but I totally screwed it up. Yeah. Black is relatively easily winning now. Okay, I've got a couple of questions and I'm going to answer them after that game. Still trying to fight here a little bit, but of course the chances are very low for saving that position. But you can always try. As long as you have some kind of passer, you can always try. h6. Okay, the king will help a little bit at least. I don't know. Is that so precise how he played that? My h pawn is kind of dangerous, a little bit at least. How is he winning this? I'm not seeing it at the moment. So is he accepting a draw then, basically? I don't think I can win. So I'm pressing the draw button here for repetition. Okay, so there are a couple of things there. Thanks for there's a question. I recommended a couple of minutes ago to do a very serious analysis of their own games, and he's responding that most of his problems come from one move blunders or playing too quickly. Okay, it's difficult. You really have to look at the games and try to see if there's a pattern there. There are many reasons why you might move too quickly, yeah, like overestimating your position, or simply, yeah, if you play lots of blitz chess, it can be problematic, of course. Many things. It's a bit difficult. I mean, I don't want to advertise my chess teaching too much, but it's maybe helpful to really ask a coach with the games and so on to get a more complete picture. So what do we have? There are some questions there. There are some questions about food. I really have no advice there about if is this vegan, is that the right way, or vegetarian, if this is good for your chest or good for your health. I don't know. I don't really know. I think my strong suspicion is that actually not eating too much meat, I think, is probably a good thing for your health. But it's, I mean, really, I cannot answer that question. So let's play this here against Dark Passenger. I'm playing the Bogo. Here, interesting line. Someone requested the Leningrad. Yeah, I should play the Dutch. I should try that. But okay, I just routinely put out my moves. I didn't really think about it that much. Interesting. That's an interesting way. Can you do this? Maybe, but okay, you might take and play knight b5. Wow, I really forgot the theory here. So, yeah, okay, what about this position here? I'm a pawn up, that's good. I cannot move my bishop on c8, that's not so good. Let's try to make it participate in the game. Here. Yeah, white is playing for compensation here, yeah? He tries to occupy the d file and so on. I'm thinking about bishop c6. I know it looks kind of funky with the pawn structure, but yeah, I really learned to appreciate that this looks weird, but it's not necessarily that bad, because I get something in return. I get some activity on the b file. So is he going for knight f6 or something like that? Might be. knight d5. I wonder if that is a move actually. Maybe do that. So, is there some other question that I didn't get? Not really. So I was thinking that rook b4 would be good here, but he has queen d3 really. Yeah, that's quite true. Okay. I was thinking that this is a good move, but not very well thought out, this idea. No, that's not too great. Yeah, that's not too great. Yeah. I have a bad structure and nothing to show for it at the moment. I can take on e4, play knight c3, but I don't know if it helps too much. What a stupid idea, giving up that pawn. The position was totally okay, I think. And now I'm sitting there with this rotten position. Not good. Not good at all. And he's got e4 coming. That's the worst part. It's very simple to play. Bah. Nah, it's really, really bad. Knight a4. Wow, that's not a move I considered, but it's probably not bad. Phew. Wow, that's bad. What a bad position. Yeah, white is just so much better. He can play basically any move, queen c5 or whatever. So if I move here, let's do this. Rook d7, queen here. That sucks. Yeah, I know. He can, yeah. Anyway, I have to do that. I have to do that. I wonder if that was the best for him. I mean, my position really... I mean, it probably still is very bad, but it looked worse. It really looked even worse. So let's take this. And now he can probably just take c7 here. Probably. I can take a2, but he can double on the 7th. I wonder... This might be tougher, relatively speaking. Trading one rook is helpful here in the defense, I think. I'm not a pawn, I'm one pawn down, okay. Yeah, it still sucks, but still. Yeah, we got a troll. Do-Von the Destroyer. Well, that's a great name, guy. You win the Nobel Prize for inventiveness there. What is worse, FIDE or FIFA? That's difficult. Probably FIFA, but it's the similarities are quite stunning, right? Yeah, in many ways, it's quite comparable. Yeah, for example, FIFA has the same idiotic practice that every member federation has got the same amount of votes in the elections. Yeah, this is totally ridiculous. Yeah, that that let's say, I don't know, the Fiji Islands have the same kind of influence in the organization as Germany does in football, or Russia in chess. Yeah, this is totally ridiculous. I don't want to diss the Fiji Islands here or something, but you know, this is kind of idiotic. So and this is the same in FIFA and FIDE. Yeah, they have the same stupid practice there. I can go e4 now. Huh? Oh, I get here. That's interesting. I'm not sure really about what he's doing here. Is that so great here for white? I don't know. I get to e4. This is counterplay really. Check. And here for rook d3. I might still be lost, but I'm getting more activity than I thought I would. It's got rook c2, yeah, to defend this. Okay, yeah, that's not great. That I had to trade this. I'm still getting not really counterplay. Check there, no. Okay, the F pawn. Run, buddy. By now, I mean, I don't know. He really he's got rook a2. Okay. So white is actually winning at the end. He really gave me lots of play. There's a question. When will you have a dual commentary match with Jerry? Probably never, because he never plays anybody who's vaguely good at chess, or as good as he is, or better in that case. Okay. No, I don't recommend correspondence chess that much. You can do that, but it's mostly something that is reading out computer evaluations or playing against computers. So I don't know what the point of that is. Who is that actually? Is there a name? Nope. So we got a Queen's Gambit. Let's see. Yeah, we got a semi-Slav here. Analyzing your own games, the idea is really to try to find common themes or patterns, things that do repeat. Yeah, do you lose in a common way? Do you allow a certain type of position that you don't handle well? Those kind of things are important. While I was telling that, I'm kind of misplaying this opening, I believe. Again, I did that earlier in a broadcast. I had the same thing and screwed it up. Knight a4. I don't really remember. I don't know. So we trying to trade the dark squared bishop, because this is the bishop that controls the square in front of the isolated pawn. I wonder what he should play now. I mean, black doesn't have any problem here in any case, but still. Maybe take on b2 looks good. Okay, if I go bishop c3, is this a cross pin or something? I think it's still okay. Let's do that. Okay, I can take and play queen c3. My idea is to control d4. I'm not trying to trade everything for a draw here or something like that. Okay, he's attacking g2. That's not good. Castling, he's going bishop h3. And g3 also looks kind of wrong, because he has bishop h3. Not good. Bishop f1 is kind of poor. So what am I doing here? I cannot really sacrifice that pawn. That looks really wrong. But anyway, I didn't see an alternative, so I went for that. So maybe knight c3, e2, f4. This can help. I misplayed that opening quite severely. That looks really bad for me. Yeah. You shouldn't allow this kind of thing. The bishop invading there early on. So what am I doing now? Can I play maybe this for knight c3, f3, king f2 or something? The only thing that my position has in its favor, I mean not like I'm better or so, but what I have going for my position is I control d4 quite reliably. That's a good thing, but that's the only thing. I would like to play f3 and get rid of this bishop, but I don't think I can. He might take on f3. Yeah. Yuck. That's really a bad position. It's remarkably bad, this thing. Maybe I can play something with g4 here, trying to make some sense out of this wacky setup. Really playing bad games here. Well, g4, g5 maybe. h4 is hanging, but it's not. Okay, maybe this. I don't know. Not a good position. There's a question, why never play the Caro-Kann? There's no particular reason. I think it's a good opening, of course. Like many mainline openings, it's totally okay. It's just that you cannot play anything. And Caro-Kann is something that I have tried, but I don't know. It's not exactly in my focus at the moment, but it's not a bad opening. So I get this coordinated a little bit, and I had g4. Maybe I should have played g4 here actually. I mean, his queen is not exactly well placed there. Yeah, he prevented that now. So knight a4, maybe for knight to b6, get rooks traded, would be cool. So yeah, I will look at some questions after this game. What is this? He's putting it right into the middle of my position. Okay, maybe get the knight over here. Even knight to d3 is an interesting idea for knight f4. It's not a bad position. I'm just down 1 minute. I could have played g4 earlier. That was a lot better. So over here for knight f4. If he takes, bishop takes, I have the slightly better endgame. So I'm okay with that. Oh, wow, he's allowing knight f4. I didn't expect that. Surprising. I mean, d5 is hanging, yeah? It's just hanging. Why am I not able to take it? I don't see it. Let's take the pawn. And I take h5 and d7 and all kinds of things. So this is switching in my favor now, but I still don't have time. So, and here for a very nice position. Yeah, and e4 he can take. So not this move. Bishop c4 maybe. How do I get that in? Bishop takes. I don't have time. My time management is getting to me. Yeah, that's cool, yeah, but it doesn't threaten anything. I think. So, I also didn't make much headway here. How can I actually use his wacky queen position? Okay, maybe I can trade rooks. That also would be helpful. Just trade rooks there. Rook d6 is a good idea. His queen is really in a bad spot there. It cannot go anywhere meaningful. So maybe I get this win in against the high-rated GM, compensate for some earlier losses. So here, threatening rook f6. That's not easy at all. Okay, I can take this now and the check. Let's do that. Not think about it too much. This here. Very annoying position for black to play. Here, that's rook c8. I should play quicker. Play quicker, buddy. It's all about the time. The position is not important anymore. I have a nice position, but the problem is not this. The problem is the time. Going for full-scale pre-moves now. Ah, he took it. That's a shabby play. He just took that. Okay. Okay, I won on time. I think the pawns promote here. My pawns are quicker. So let's see if there are some questions here. There's a question. What do I think about chess.com accusing titled players of cheating publicly without presenting evidence? Very tricky thing. In general, I'm very much in favor of banning people pretty harshly if they cheat, but it's difficult. I mean, the evidence, if they just show in detailed way how they detect cheaters, it's also tricky. I don't really have a clear opinion. Do you ever play games just for fun while not recording? Sometimes, not that often, but sometimes I do, yes. Is there something specific that gives you pleasure in chess? Yeah, well, I'm really intrigued when something happens in the game that I really haven't seen before. It doesn't happen that often if you play for a long time, yeah, but it sometimes still happens. Something that's really, really, really different, or something that you have not expected. Again, there's a question about analyzing own games. Yeah, it says he looks through his games to find a positional pattern. Right now, I kind of wish I never started to play Bullet at all. Yeah, well, playing Bullet, I mean, really, just do it once in a while, but don't overdo it. There's a question. When was the last time I played Mr. Olegas? I've got one Olegas video coming in the next couple of weeks. I forgot to play the Dutch. Okay, let's do something else. Sorry, I really forgot to play it. Yeah, I really cannot say if those guys in that tournament there on chess.com, if they cheated or not. There were some people who did some analysis of the games, and they said that there was strong evidence that there was something wrong. But this is really something that is, I mean, this is really something where you have to know more about computer chess. And this is not just the kind of thing that I sometimes say it looks like a computer move or whatever. You really, if they cheat in some kind of sophisticated way, it's much more difficult to get in to find that out and really to really prove that. Okay, I think I should think about this bishop there and probably look for something against f3. So maybe go here. I don't know, knight b5 looks kind of unimportant. So this didn't help so much, putting the bishop out. Interesting. I just wanted something different, so I went for the check Benoni. I don't really want to comment on other platforms while playing on the ICC. So it's not that I have many active ideas. Do I have any idea? I can try to activate my bishop here. Maybe I can do that. Bishop d8 up to a5. Maybe. He can play a5 himself, of course, but then I have b6 opening up the b file. I don't like my position much. Something is probably gone wrong, but anyway, we'll see. I think you should play a5 without thinking too much about it. By getting bishop a5, I think it's slightly helping me, at least. Yeah, so someone says in one of the players who was accused of cheating said that it was mostly his preparation. Well, this happens. It really happens. There was one game, there was one FM band and an international master band. And the international master, he won against Nakamura in the final round. And what Nakamura did, I mean, it's just like that. He played an opening line that is losing. It just straight away losing. And the guy just had to reproduce something that he knows. And in that case, I mean, sorry, if Nakamura is not knowing that line, he just loses the game. And that's it. So, and well, it can happen. It can happen. This opening preparation thing. So what am I doing here? B4. What a strange position. Yeah, he's got b4 coming. Maybe I can do this. At the end there's b4 ever. Just not a good position. What can you do? Maybe I can shoot for f5. This is why I'm castling. Trying to get in f5. Wow. Yeah, playing somewhat dodgy openings that you don't know well can be costly. I'm going to answer a couple of questions later. There are a couple of things. It sometimes can happen that you win out of preparation. I mean, it happens. I once had a game, and this was very long before computer age, in the 90s. I played the game, and I won in somewhat below 30 moves with black, and then I entered it in the chess-based database at home, and I actually learned that the whole game, just the final 2 moves, my opponent played 2 moves longer than in the original game, but we completely copied a game between 2 grandmasters, Russian grandmasters. Completely. I mean, I played like, it was a game, Galduns with white against Dreyev. I still remember that. So I basically played like Dreyev that game, which was pretty cool. And it was just a complete copy, and I did not know that this was theory at all. I left I mean, I knew it like 2 move 10 or so, and then it was just a complete reproducing of things. It can happen. I'm trying for f5, and it takes him some time. I think this position looks dodgy, but maybe it's not that bad. His king position is also slightly shaky, so here we go. Yes, c6, I know all of that, but I have to get counterplay. So I allowed that here and have to go from there. Let's see. What am I doing? I can check on h3 or just rook b7, which looks kind of weird. Taking there is not helping. Checking on h3 and rook f3, that looks totally wacky. But maybe. What a strange position. Yeah. Okay, so I'm taking there. He takes on g6. And unfortunately, he's threatening knight e7 then. That's a huge problem. Okay, I should have played something else. That's not good. The knight e7 idea is especially problematic. Blah. Wow, that's bad. That's really, really bad. What now? How do I get something here? This is hanging, everything is hanging, the rook is hanging. Great, great stuff. And what I actually planned is so ridiculous. I cannot even try that. Okay. No. What a game. What a bad game. Can I get in rook f2 or something for... Okay. If I take e3, he will play something to f5. That's very simple. Maybe something to f7 here. Rook f7, then queen c8. That's full-fledged swindling mode. I mean, I'm just totally busted here. I wonder. Well, it's probably okay what he did. Okay, I can give a check here. But there's still no threat here. This is really totally ridiculous. Pawn takes queen g4. It's okay, he found that one. Oh, that was a bad game. Okay. So, no, I have never seen players beating each other after a game, like physically beating each other. There have been stories about these kind of things, but I never witnessed it. So that was a really, really bad game. Another question, am I planning to marry soon? Difficult, no girlfriend. Okay. That's the question. Okay, the final one. I have to close that broadcast at some point. A different kind of question. If you're trying an opening over the board that you've never played in long games before, how do you know that you're ready to play it against strong opposition? How do you get the confidence when you're in uncharted waters? Difficult. I mean, I think the knowledge that other players might have about openings, very often this is overestimated. And if you have studied things quite well, I think you should just go for it. I mean, playing it out in online chess and practicing the lines is very helpful. So just try to get some experience under your belt with blitz, with some rapid games maybe, and I think just try it out. It's no other way to do it. Okay, I didn't manage all the questions. I feel it was a pretty busy chat room, and I also played quite badly. I still hope you enjoyed some of the games. Was a bit rusty. I think I didn't play any game today, and it showed a bit. Okay, what I also need to mention is that this is the final broadcast before my summer break. I'm going to have some vacation, and I'm going to play a little bit of chess, as I said, in Poland. This will be quite a long time. I'm only returning in late July, so I'll be off a couple of weeks, but I definitely let you know when I'm back. Okay, so guys, I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll be back for the continuation of that broadcast, probably July 20th. Yeah, so we're talking about 5 weeks there. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye.